Okay. So it's 7 o'clock now. We will start now. See, last class, we were discussing about Pega software installation. So software installation is just a single click. But before you want to install Pega, just stop your antivirus, bring down user account control settings, and for safe side, install PG admin if possible. Okay. And there you could start installation by restarting your machine after doing these changes. You can start your installation process. And once you start, you just need to click on next, next, next as it was mentioned in the installation instructions video. Okay, and proceeding further, you will be able to install the software. After installation is done, automatically you will get a Pega login screen along with a command prompt running. For a very few, this login screen will not be coming. So all of you are done with installation of Pega, or anyone is yet to do? One person reported that he has some issue other than that person. So everyone else has done Pega installation, or still anyone is yet to do?
Yeah, I have done, Harsha.
You are yet to do, right?
No, no, I have done it.
You have done. Okay. I think most of the people are done. Those who have not completed installation, please try to do it today at any cost. Okay, max by Saturday. See, Saturday till 4:30 p.m. we will be available. After that, we will not be available. Sunday, no one will be available to assist you. Please make sure utilize today or tomorrow. Max by Monday or Tuesday evening maximum. Because after this practical, again we will go through theory classes for 2 to 3 days. 2 days. 2 days theory will be there. So before we start next practical, at least if you are able to install, then you can cope up with the sessions. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and start now. So like yesterday, that's what I was telling about Pega installation thing and all. Startup login shutdown process. And if you have any issues during the startup, you can follow this document where you have some workaround process told. It was being mentioned. You can follow that. Definitely, you will be able to start the Pega software. Okay, next server. So we were discussing about Pega basics. What is Pega PRPC and its purpose? It is used to develop the applications of business process management where we do application development without the need of coding. So without writing any coding, we do application development using Pega. And very simple things I told you. What is business? Line of business. Line of business means what? Particular stream. Suppose if you are an insurance company, your core business is insurance company. The line of business is health insurance. Another line of business is auto insurance. One more line of business is property insurance. And again, the fourth line of business is, let's say, life insurance. Like this, you can operate in different lines. Those are called streams, like branches in college when you are studying. Okay. And each line of business is one application of implementation. And the core business model is business framework. Core business model is insurance. So your insurance framework, on top of it, you will create multiple implementations. All implementations will be coming side by side as siblings, whereas framework is a base foundation of all this. Whatever the functionalities that are common across all implementations, we create those functionalities in the framework. And this and what is the other one? The specific functionalities of one specific implementation we create in implementation. Advantage of framework and implementation architecture is creating features in framework can be accessed into all the implementations without recreating. That will save a lot of time. Tomorrow, if you are going to extend your business by adding one more new implementation, you don't have to create everything from the scratch. You can reuse from framework, and only the specific things you have to create in your implementation. That will save time, money, and as well reusability you are achieving. Reusability concept means create at a common area, okay, and access into all different specific areas. Oh, okay. And what is an application? All that I told you. So if I use the term FW, which stands for framework, and if I use the term IMPL, which stands for implementation, So the advantage is reusability, easy to extend, cost effective, all that advantages are there. And what are different types of applications, framework and implementation I told. And moreover, Pega platform. See, when you log into PRPC using the default credentials of administrator@pega.com, correct? Administrator@pega.com and password is install. When you log into Pega, I'm sorry. Password is install. These are default credentials wherever you go. In real-time application, you'll get your own credentials created by your team lead when you join a project. So you are there at application called Pega platform. When you log in default credentials, Pega platform application will be loaded, which contains so many predefined functionalities, which we can reuse into our frameworks as well as implementations. So Pega platform also one application with predefined features. The application to develop your applications. Pega platform is provided as one application on top of which you create your own frameworks and your own implementations. Pega platform is common for all the businesses. Means it is enterprise framework and you have your own business framework on top of enterprise framework, and on top of framework you have implementations. So three layers minimum. The very bottom layer is the one which is Pega software you are purchasing for very foundation. Okay, on top of which you create your own framework. On top of your framework, create one or more implementations side by side. Okay, and here you go now. Let me close this. And that's what I told. And today we can go ahead and look at a practical about creating applications. Creating applications. Okay. So I will just give you introduction about all those things. Just let me copy the notes from here. Creating new application. Creating new application. This is what I wanted to teach you today. So without writing once again, I just copy from here from the old batch and I will paste in your, what is your 630. Here you go now. Okay. So I will explain you these things. See, I want, my goal is, what is my goal now? My goal is I want to learn about creating applications as a student and as a developer already having knowledge about subject. I want to create application. I want to create application. You want to learn how to create new application by following my process. And one thing is, you don't need to parallelly do along with me. Don't try to do that. Your job is, while attending the class, see what I am doing. Anyhow, I am going to take the screenshots of whatever I am trying to do, and you follow that screenshots of document and practice after the class is over. Whenever you get free time, you just need to practice on that. Okay, but do not try to do parallelly with me. Doing so, you will be lagging as well as you will not be able to understand it. And if you simply copy paste, definitely you are not going to gain any knowledge. After the session is over, go through the documentation, try to recollect the points that we have discussed during the class, following the class running notes and other theory documents, which I have already shared yesterday. And following or doing like this, you'll be able to recollect the things what have happened. And when you do it, you should be able to independently do it following the practical document. Okay. And I'll tell you how to do practicals and all later once again, but you can start doing it from documentation, which I'm going to give you. So I want to create a new application. See, we can create a new application using Pega software, correct? And for that, you don't have any credentials of your own, but Pega provided default credentials. Anyhow, if you want to access Pega product initially as a beginner, you must log in by using recording. Anyhow, we will share you. You don't need to go to recorded video if you really attend the class. If you attend the class, You listen with focus. You don't really need to go through entire recording once again. If you have any doubt or anything for clarification, you can use it as a reference. Okay, while attending class, please forget about recording. So if you keep in mind about recording is there, you will not focus here. Okay, and you will not even attend the class as you are getting recorded video. Okay, so forget about recorded video. Anyhow, we will share you, okay, on the same day within an hour or two, but forget about it. Okay, so we will be sharing recorded video. And here you go now, Pega platform. So here you have new application. When I click on this, it will give you a wizard. This is called wizard. Okay. So new application wizard you can use in order to create your own application. So when you create your application, by the time you create, you may already have a framework or you are trying to create a framework. See, if you already have a framework, the wizard is going to list out the frameworks. These are already created frameworks by me. Okay, in this software, I have created some framework applications. Those are being listed here. Suppose if I proceed forward by selecting any of the framework here, my application is going to get created on top of this application. And there is another option called build from scratch. If I click on build from scratch, which means that I want to create my application on top of Pega platform. On top of, if you want to create your application on top of Pega platform, go with build from scratch. If you want to create it on an existing framework, go with the framework that you are looking for. Okay. So build from scratch, when you click, it will ask you to choose the user interface framework. So up to 8.7, you have Theme Cosmos and Cosmos React. Cosmos React is very latest being provided in 8.7, which has so many issues. Leave about it. And Theme Cosmos is a UI model in Pega. User interface appearance, all that, everything is again defined as a framework. Pega user interface is again a framework. See, Pega platform framework I told now. So using Pega platform framework features, Pega UI is created as a small framework. Is created as a small framework. On top of Pega platform, UI framework is there. On top of this framework, we have our own framework. So total, how many frameworks? 3. Including our business framework, predefined 2 frameworks. Core engine of Pega, 1 framework. UI Pega provided UI is one more thin framework on top of which you create your framework and implementations, right? I want to proceed with Theme Cosmos traditional. You want to create your application. Definitely it should have a name, right? So you provide the name of the application, test application, just like that I am telling. It's not the real one practical. I will take the screenshot when I'm going to teach you practical. I'm just trying to show you what is there before you proceed further. And click on advanced configurations. You see, now Pega, this wizard is asking you, hey, you are creating application. Which type of application you want to go with? Is it implementation application or is it framework application? Which type you want to proceed with? So I want to create framework, then I will choose this. If I want to create implementation, then I will choose this. It depends on at what stage you are. Okay. So when we start at the very beginning, we want to go with obviously framework and application ID. I have given test application name and ID is taken as 8 characters from that. See, you all are students here, correct? You have a name, correct? And when you enroll, you will be given with one ID. We will give you one ID number. I can recognize you by ID as well as name. But which one out of these two is going to be unique forever? ID or your name? Which one is going to be unique? So if I say Robin, how many Robins can be there in the class? There can be n number of people. Okay. Robin, then more than one student may respond. But if I call by ID number, so ID number 123, only one person will respond. So for everything that you create in Pega, you will give the names. From the names, Pega will create IDs. ID is important actually for the system. And here you need to provide organization name. What do you mean by organization? In general, organization is a company. Application belongs to a company, correct? What is your organization name you provide here? Okay. And Pega is generating a random name for the organization, which you remove. You want already created organizations, choose it. You don't want any organization already created. You want a brand new one, type your own organization name. And this is from this name, it is taking the ID as 4 characters. It's not mandatory to be 4, maximum 6 it will allow. 5, 6, 7 I am typing, it's not taking. 6 characters of ID for organization by generally allowed. 4 characters is defaultly it is generating. Okay, clear? So while creating new application, what are the main details that we need to provide to the application creation wizard? Name of the application and application type as framework or implementation, organization name, whereas the fourth one we will see at the end of creating application. You created application. You want to log into your application, right? Then provide an ID to log into your application. So the login ID which we use in order to log into PRPC, administrator@pega.com, like this n number of login IDs can be there further. This login ID is a generic universal terminology. For Pega, the terminology is operator ID. What is that? Operator ID means the login ID which we use in order to log into PRPC. In yesterday's document, that point is there. Operator means the person who logs into Pega. The person who logs into Pega is called operator. Okay. And someone online, you raised your hand. Do you have any doubt or something?
Yeah, Harsha, what is the main difference between framework structure and implementation structure?
Yesterday, I told you the same thing. See, for PRPC, both are applications only. Pega will treat it as application. As a person who use it, he will treat differently. He will treat framework to store common functionalities of different implementations. You treat like that and use for that purpose. Implementation, specific functionalities which are needed for that implementation. Health insurance related, only health insurance related place in health insurance. Common features of health and auto, you place in framework. You place in, that's how as a developer, you should know how to use it. So doing so, you are need not to create 2 times the same feature or 3 times the same. One time you create, access at multiple places. Create at one place, access at multiple places. These multiple places are implementations. The common place is framework. That was being told in the yesterday's class. Are you clear?
Yes, Harsha, thank you.
Yeah. You can revise the yesterday's session video once again if you want to get more clarity. And the implementation is the one where transaction begins. Generally, we do not do transaction in framework. Okay. See, whether it is framework application or implementation application for Pega, both are applications only. As a developer, you should know where to start the transaction processing, and that is the place of implementation. That is the place of, in the health insurance department only, insurance transaction will begin, not in the core insurance company, right? So in the vehicle insurance department, vehicle insurance transaction will start, not in the core insurance company, correct? That's how we will use it. See, now these are the 4 things that we provide while we go through creating new application following the wizard. I'm not going to do it. I just wanted to show you that options. These are the 4 things that we need to provide. Now we are good to start doing the practical of creating application following the navigations. Creating, so what are we going to work on? So we are going to working with, I'm sorry. Practical document I'm working with creating new application. That is the main goal. So what type of application you want to create? So especially in this, I want to go ahead with framework plus implementation. These two I want to create. But first thing is we want to go with first requirement as creating framework application. What is the requirement? Business requirement now. Business requirement is create a new framework application to process insurance policies. To process what? Insurance. Otherwise, I'll write down like this. Instead of saying to process, to have or to build insurance functionalities. Okay. I can even say to build the core insurance functionalities. Core insurance functionalities you will be building in the framework application. Create a new framework application where we can build core insurance functionalities. That's the idea. So first we want to create the application. Okay, this application for the client. Tell me some client name which we don't know for the client. I mean, like which we do not regularly hear in the market. Okay, it is searching there. Okay. AM Trans, Markel. We'll take Markel Group. Okay, just like that. We'll take it here. Markel Group. Huh? Okay. What's the spelling? For the client, Markel Group. For the client, we are just using some name just like that. Or you can say ABC Group like that also. Simply if you don't want to use the client names. So design. While design, you definitely follow the steps that were the documentation, whatever is being provided here. You need to keep in mind that you need to provide these details. So while creating new application, these are the details and you need to log in. Okay, I'm going to copy the same data in the practical document also, just for quick reference while doing the practical. Password is install. Operator ID is administrator @PEGA. So to create new application, every time you try to use the same credentials whenever you create any application. Whenever you create any application, you can remember this as a thumb rule. Okay, use always administrator credentials only. Okay, after you create your framework, you get credentials to log into your framework. Still, do not create your implementation from framework, create from administrator. I'll show you that. So now you log into PRPC, log into PRPC. I'm going to give you from the very beginning, the screenshots I'm going to give you from the very beginning, 630, your batch number. Okay, I'll go with 630. Oh, I think this is the first practical document. Okay, practical documents will have dates. Batch 630, right? 6:30, 7 a.m. Okay, and September 05 2024. 2025, sorry, 2025. So your practical document will have date instead of any topic name, because two, three topics also we may practical on this, we may practice on same day. Date wise only better always. Okay, and theory documents will have concept name. Okay, log into PRPC. You log in. to PRPC by using default credentials, right? Administrator @pega.com, password install. So you just log in, you know how to log in to PRPC and application here. Okay, no need to come here, leave it. Okay, whether you get like this or not, no matter. But the top one, on top left, click on Pega platform and then new application. Okay, you go through new, click on Pega platform and choose what? New application. You're choosing that. Once you choose it, so for you, if you are first time practicing, you will see only one option. You will not see all these frameworks in your software because I have already created so many. I'm seeing that. Click on build from scratch so that your application gets created on top of a framework Pega platform. Framework Pega platform. So I'm going to click on what? Build from scratch. I want to continue using build from scratch. For your application, which Pega provided UI framework you wanted to use. So the standard one is Theme Cosmos. I will also teach you about Pega Constellation framework in the latest version. That I will teach you after you are comfortable with old version UI. Click on select first one. Okay, you proceed further. Now it is going to show you a screen asking you name your application. Markel Insurance Group. Simply I am giving the name like this. This is a description. Can you okay, it will take 8 characters I told you na, for application. So Markel 6 characters IN. These characters together without spaces, 8 characters it will take as ID. That's default. You want to change, you can change, but don't change it. No need to change. Click on advanced configuration. Click on advanced configuration. Let me click on advanced configuration here. So once I click on advanced configuration, you can see here by default, Pega is choosing implementation application. But I don't want implementation. What do I need to do? Choose framework at application structure. At application structure, you have to choose what? Framework, as I want to create my framework application. Very good. And application ID. Application ID is going to be, I told you now, from the description of the application name, 8 characters it will take. IDs should not have spaces. It should not start with plus, minus, into. It should not start with special characters. These are the very basic things you know. If you have employee ID, do you find any spaces in the ID? No. So IDs nowhere have spaces. It is continuous characters of like one set. And this ID I'm not changing, and version we don't discuss now. And language English, okay. Organization name. Remove the random name. Remove random name. I'm sorry. Remove random name and give some meaningful name. Meaningful name. What is our company? Markel. So organization name I am typing. Markel. From this, it will take 4 characters as mark and create use as the ID for organization. See, that means anything you create in Pega will have label, description, and ID. For system ID is important. When we read, we can only see labels. Okay, no problem. And marker is something I have typed. Okay, here you are seeing division as div, unit as unit. Ignore it. Don't bother. I will tell you later. And your organization is mark and it will have FW, Markel IN as application class and work class. These things I will explain you when we discuss about classes. Okay, this FW, Markel, work, what is this work and all you'll come to know when we discuss about classes. For now, our focus is on application only. And organization gets created now. Along with application, one organization gets created. If organization is already created, it will be listed here. For us, Markel is not yet created. I want the system to create a new organization for my application. So you can see here, okay, click on save button. Once you click on save button, it will take you back to the application name screen. And again, click on advanced configuration to cross check whether the options and everything is as chosen or not. So two things only we have touched in this screen. One is application structure we have chosen as framework. And the second one, we provided a name to the organization. It has generated ID as Mark. Okay, save it. That's what I want. And click on create new application. Click on create application. Now this will take 1 minute time, or in your case, first time it may take 2 to 3 minutes also. And your application gets created. It will prompt you what is the login ID that you want me to create for your application. It will prompt us create application. Wait. So it is going to take 1 minute. In your case, first time it may take 2 to 3 minutes also. Just wait with patience and it will be done. Okay, done. So you got it right. Application got created, but you can optionally add users to log into your application. So we all want to be a developer on Pega. That means we want a login ID where we have the level of access as developer level. What level of access? Developer level of access. A developer technically here called as author. Book author, you know. Book author is the one who developed that book content, correct? In that sense, you can understand whatever the development you are doing, you are called as author role. So no other option is there. So no need to think about other things now. You are going to be a developer and it is asking you email address format. If you don't give email address format, it won't accept. But remember, in real time, this will be the email of the company. Like your company email will be there. No, it's not your TCS email. From TCS, you are working for a client email ID you will give. Okay. But this is a very beginning thing of creating application, which you will never do in real time. In real time, as a developer, you start from here, but you as a developer will not start from here. By the time you join the project, mostly your application will be ready. So solution architects will be there, no? 10 years, 15 years experience in Pega. So when the brand new application is being developed, they sit along with the client at the very beginning days with the business analyst and the client, and they start doing these things. By the time you join, this practical you'll not do in the real world. But we are going to learn everything here from the scratch. And I will give the ideas in the sense of developer, right? Developer. For my framework application, FW, @domain mark.com. Like this, I am giving one ID. Understand? Is it mandatory you give like this? It should be email ID format, not a real mail ID for us now, but email ID format you provide. And that's what it is asking. Click on add. Click on add. Once you click on add, it creates a new operator ID. This is the ID. Okay, add. Your Gmail ID will be there for login to Gmail, right? Same manner. ID is created. You don't bother about any messages there. And password is generated. Is it possible that I can remember this password? No. Better what you do? Copy these credentials into the document so that I don't forget it. Yeah, sorry. So that I can take it back from there. I'll write down here. Copy the credentials. Copy the credentials. For later use, you copy it. And you are done with creating new application. So click on done. Click on done. By clicking on done, where you will be still in the login of administrator@pega.com. If you click on log off, you will come out. Correct? So if you want to log off, you can log off. That's okay. I can log off here also, right? I can log off here also. Done. You can log off here. Just for the sake I am doing this. Log off. Done. Very good. And now, can I log into my framework application? We are good to log in to our framework application. For our application, we got one ID now. What is that? Dev fw@mark.com password. I don't remember because that's a generated one. I will copy the password and I'll paste here. For the first time when you try to log into Pega using this credentials, whatever got created, it will prompt you to change the password. This is the reason why I asked you to copy that. This is my browser settings. Okay, for you, you will not get this. This screen you will not get. I will bookmark it. Add to bookmark, how you'll get? Okay, simple, right? Star mark. What is your mark application, right? Mark app. So I'll bookmark it for future reference. For you, you will not be asked like this. I have some settings for some reason. Okay. So devfw@mark.com password. Copy paste. Copy paste. Okay. For you, you will get like this. So it is going to ask you, please provide the current password and the new password, confirm new password. This is the reason why current password you don't remember. That's why I asked you to copy into some document rules, right? So I will give the new password of anything I want, but I am going to give generally always I remember RULES. Rules I can easily remember. In real world application, you can give your own password. That's up to you, whatever you are comfortable, remember. Okay. Click on change password. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to give that screenshot of details. Click on change password. If everything is good, it will take you into your FW app. It will take you into your FW app. So our goal is to log into our application and do the development. Administrator we use to set up our application. Okay, you will be there at App Studio. App Studio is for a development purpose. You can close this pop-up. And this is one thing, and Dev Studio is also there, which we will be generally using here. While working in latest version of Pega Constellation, 99% we will use App Studio, 1% we use Dev Studio. While working in old version, 70% we use Dev Studio, 30% we use App Studio because of less number of features in App Studio now. And I am not going to do anything. I just wanted you to experience log into your application called Markel Insurance Group. From here also you can create a new application. This is possible. Okay, we can proceed like this. If you proceed like this, you know what will happen? Your application will be created. Okay, suppose here if you proceed like this, just give me 1 minute. It will ask you again, you want to create your application build from scratch or you want to go with Markel. See, Markel is there anywhere listed now as you created. You can continue with Markel. There are two ways to do. Which way should I tell you? I will try this. I did not tell you this way before, but I'll tell this way. For you, I will teach you from framework application. So this is once you log in, I will give the screenshot. Okay. This pop-up window you can close and you can be here and done. You're done. You don't have to do anything. Okay. No functionalities creation and all as we don't know. So now this is completed. Overall, we are done creating framework application. If you create implementation application from here, you know what will happen? The login ID you will not get differently and you will get 2 access groups which you need to change. That will be a difficult thing. So next requirement, second requirement. Second, what am I going to do now? Working with creating implementation application. Next task is creating what? Implementation application. Just go to title and then make it bigger one. And requirement I am going to write. I'm going to write the requirement. Requirement is, you can tell me the requirement, right? Create a new implementation application to process auto insurance policies. Auto insurance policies. To process auto insurance policies alone, we want a new application. Okay. So this application should be created on top of existing framework application, Markel Insurance Group. On top of Markel Insurance Group, I want you to create this application. You are creating whether a framework or implementation, navigation is same. But remember, as a process, whatever I tell you, you follow in real time. Anyhow, you're not going to do this, but still to create this application also, please log in using administrator @pega.com, install is the password. These credentials only you use. Don't use your framework application to create implementation application, because as a beginner, you don't know so many things. It will give you something connected manner, okay, which you cannot understand at the very beginning. That's the reason why I want you to log off from the framework application. Again, log in using same credentials of administrator @pega.com, password install, same thing. So now I want to create a new implementation application. For me, these issues will come. Administrator @pega.com, password install. Okay, very good. Right? Do what? Now, again, same thing. Click on Pega platform menu. Choose what? New application. That will open a new application creation wizard. Yes or no? Same process, but options will be different now. So here you want to choose. See, build from scratch. Beside you'll get Markel. In your case, you'll have only two. Build from scratch will be there, and your Markel. If you create more will be listed here. The list shown here is all are frameworks only. Implementations will not be listed. If you don't find something, you can click on search also. Search and then find. But I'm not going to do that. Just continue with Markel. Click on Markel. See, this time, I'm sorry. As I am choosing, I will add this to dictionary. So as I am choosing framework application, I will get 3 new screens which we have not experienced in the previous wizard. Okay, 3 new screens. This is one new screen which we have not experienced. What is this screen all about? It is saying that, hey, do you want to proceed with Markel group, or you want to go back and choose a different one? I want to proceed, right? Click on the blue button to proceed. Click on blue button. So I'm sure that I want to proceed with Markel only. My application I want to build with Markel. So I will proceed. So it is asking you, do you have any case types already available to clone? You don't know about case types as of now. I did not teach you case types concept, right? So anyhow, I did not create anything. So you just pass on from the screen by clicking on continue. And next it is asking, do you have any available data types to clone? You do not know data types as I did not teach so far. These things we will manually do later, and click on continue in this screen also. These are the 3 screens which you did not come across while framework. So now it is asking you, what is your application name? My application name is Markel Auto Insurance. Markel Auto, I'm sorry, Markel Auto Insurance. Remember this, once you create application, you cannot change its ID. Okay, you cannot delete the application. You can delete, but deletion is a different process and so many things. Forget about deleting. If you make any mistake in creating application as of now, just create another application. There is no other way for you. Just create another application. Advanced configuration. Advanced configurations. So go with advanced configurations. Let me click on advanced configurations. And once you click on advanced configurations, here you go now. So application structure, implementation or framework. What I want to go with is implementation. It's defaulted. I'm good. And application ID is Markel Auto. It makes best sense. We don't change it. The previous one is Markel IN. This is Markel Auto, makes better sense. Organization name. See, already we created one organization for us. Remove random name for organization. Choose existing organization. Mark. Existing organization is Markel, right? Remove this, click the down arrow, and you have Markel in the drop down. See, in PEGA environment, if you see a text box with a thick blue color dot at the right bottom corner, that means it is a drop down. The list to access, you place your cursor here on your keyboard. You have 4 arrow marks, right? Down arrow you click and you see Markel. Do not type this time because it is already there. Okay, choose Markel. You'll be choosing Markel from the drop. See, it is a practice that we are having the same organization is same for FW and IMPL apps. Is it mandatory? Of course, it is not mandatory, but this is the way you come across in real world also. One company, multiple applications like that. So click on save button as usual. Save button you click on, and classes things I will tell you later. You'll come back here and Prakash, just wait, Prakar, and I'm sorry, Prakar, wait. And advanced configuration, again you click and just cross check whether all the options are same as what you have chosen, because we are just 2 steps to proceed to complete this. I'll come to you in a minute. Create application. Create application. You click on create application, then you get this application also been created, but this gets created on top of framework application. For this application, can I use the same login ID which I have for dev FW mark related thing? Yes, I can use one login for hundreds of applications, but I'm not going to do it. I just wanted to proceed creating a new login ID for now. Understand? So dev FW, sorry, IMPL. So I'm giving in a meaningful sense to remember this developer ID for my implementation application @mark.com. That's what you want to give ABCD @xyz.com. You can give a lot, but give it something meaningful which you can remember. Click on add. As usual, what you do, copy the login details and use add it in a notepad so that this is no more required, right? Add it in a document. Okay, now. So do what now? Just you can log off from here. You can log off from here, or you can done and log off. Straight away log off. Anything is okay, no problem. Okay, and now you can log into your application. We can log into our IMPL app. You can log into our IMPL. What is IMPL app? Dev IMPL @mark.com, and the password is, I don't remember that. Here you go. Again, this is the first time login to implementation, right? It will ask you to do what? Change the password. For me, I need to bookmark. This is, what is that? Markel IMPL. Markel IMPL. Okay. I'll take that password again. Okay, very good. And click on login. Oh, I think I given the screenshot. And current password. New password. For here also I'm giving rules so that I can easily remember this. Change password. If you give proper details, it is not going to show any password changed thing like that. It will take you inside. So next time onwards, you should use the new login details. This is no more required for me. Okay, now you can close the pop-up and be here. We are done for now. You can log off here. You are not going to create any new functionalities today. That's how you can just experience creating application and log into your application. Rest of the things we'll see in the next class. Go ahead with your doubt. Someone.
So I just wanted to understand, like, is it possible to change the name later on, both for framework application and implementation application once created?
Once created, you cannot change. For other things, delete and create. For application, no delete. Create another one with a different name. Remember, if you again create one more application with the name Markel ABCD, it will not allow. First 8 characters of application should be different. Okay, at least previously Markel IN is the ID, right? Now Markel Insurance Group, instead of that, Markel Group, Markel GR, 8 characters. That will be allowed. But Markel will, I think it will create a rule set with the name Mark, something like that. So again, that will match. So some conflict you will see. So do not try to create application with same name again. Create completely different name. So it's not 8, first 4 characters should be different. First 4 characters should be different. Application has so many things which you do not know, so that better you create a new application if you make any mistakes. My recommendation, before I'll give you time to ask me doubt. My recommendation is, when you start practicing this, do not create with the name Markel. You create application as LIC Insurance Group, framework and implementations you create. You're comfortable with hands-on, you remember things you're comfortable, then create our own application. You can create hundreds of applications in this environment. Robin, please go ahead.
Yeah. So Harsha, correct me if I go wrong, as you mentioned that we need to start with the framework process first. Is it because that it reduces the rework and ensures the consistency
See,
when we need
yes,
to create multiple related applications?
correct. See, why I am with framework application, the reason is very simple. The reason is I just wanted to achieve reusability concept. Okay.
Right.
So to
Right.
achieve that, I am with framework. If you don't want reusability, go with implementation, but nowhere in the world you see Pega applications only with implementation for sure.
Right.
One
I have
implementation, still they come up with framework because you don't know, tomorrow you'll expand your business, right? Yes, go ahead.
so I have an example, like if I understood the process correctly. Can I share the example with you, please?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So for an example, if there is a bank that may have like a collections framework, for an example, that defines general rules for handling overdue payments, right? So for example, there are different countries like India, USA, UK, etc. Uh, they can build implementation applications on top of it to meet the local compliance and regulations, if that I understood correctly, the
You
framework
mean to
process.
say like the predefined framework?
Yes, yes.
See, Pega has frameworks. Again, you need to again extra purchase that. Okay,
Okay.
you already have framework built ready, import into here, and then you can create your implementations. Pega has so many, I told you now, day one, hundreds of frameworks are available with Pega systems. Okay, you can do that. You got it? And next person.
Yes.
Sir, during application creation, we had an option to add a division layer. So is it optional or like
That is
how?
optional. I did not discuss anything about the division layer and all. We will discuss later. That is optional. You can ignore as usual. Like how it is there, as it is, you can have it. Okay, no need to think about it now. Next, any other person?
So, just in the backend, where are these logins? Are they saved anywhere? I see.
Definitely. If you're trying to log in, it is see. I'm trying to log in now. It's not allowing.
Yeah,
Why? Because it is not matching, right? The details
yeah.
are not matched with something that is there in database. It will definitely store somewhere that we will be learning. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, first you have created Markel Insurance, sir. Then you have created Markel Auto. This will be same or different? It will be stored in same application or different application?
These are 2 applications I created. See what is the structure we got finally, I will give you a clarity on this. It is 2 applications we created. So first, already Pega platform was there. Already PEGA platform was there. This is PEGA platform where you started creating your application. PEGA platform framework. That is what enterprise framework. Enterprise framework. Okay, PEGA platform enterprise framework is the one which we have. On top of it, you created your own business framework with the name what? Markel. I'm so
Insurance.
sorry. Markel Insurance Group Business Framework. Your business framework. This is. I'm sorry. Your business framework. This is. Understand? And on top of this application, you created one more here. Two more you can create later. But as of now, we created only one more application. That is your Markel Auto Insurance. And
Line of
for the Markel Auto Insurance and for the Markel Insurance Group organization, we have used as same. That is a company name. Both are same company. This is
this is
what
kind
we
of
achieved
line of
finally.
business.
This is what we achieved finally. Yes, please.
So that is like kind of line of business, right? The first
Line of, this is the line of business. This is framework.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
features available in PEGA platform can be accessed into here. Also can be accessed into, I'm so sorry. Also you can access into implementation. This way you can access from very bottom to top. And here the features available here can be accessed into this one also. This way you can access the features. Okay, just I will give that. Okay, you can just understand it. This is what we have finally got. Okay, diagrams. Now, what is this? Application layers. Okay. Okay, that's what finally we created. Everyone clear? And tomorrow, Saturday, in India, it is Saturday tomorrow. Anyone from USA, please listen. So tomorrow, Saturday, day after tomorrow, Sunday. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, no class. What you do is revise from day one. Any one of you, if you have missed first 2 days sessions or 3 days sessions, today as first session you are attending, make sure you follow the previous days recorded videos. You can reach out to our admins on 9652532753. They will help you giving that video links. Okay, 9652532753. And Monday sessions are the key foundation sessions about further practical developments. So September 08 2025, that's our next class. What we will be discussing about, we are going to discuss about some reusability concepts. We are going to discuss. Okay. So more we are going to discuss about this reusability concepts and all. See, your architecture should be good when you are designing. Okay. Architecture means foundation should be good. Okay. So we'll continue on Monday. We have only 2 minutes left for today. And please revise everything that we have discussed from day one to till today, those who have regularly attended. Those who have missed any sessions, finish that by this weekend and finish your installation process also by tomorrow, 4 o'clock like that India time. And moreover, if you have any doubts, any issue while installation, take a screenshot and send it to admin, call the admin and get the help immediately being done. And I'll tell them once, give the assistance immediately. And your fees payment related information also you can get from the admins. They have sent you the details about how, where to make the fees payment. People who are from India use Google Pay, Phone Pay or net banking things. People from other countries, when you pay from Indian bank accounts, from your connections here, through your connections here, relatives, family members here, ask them to pay on behalf of you. You can send them from your other US accounts and all to them. When you are sending to your parents, no issue. When you're sending to me, there will be an issue. That's why use Indian bank account and Indian Google Pay, Phone Pay, even from other country if you're doing it. So make sure that you are going to always contact admins for any clarification first. Technical doubts, career guidance, come to me. But related to installation, software link and all, always contact admins. Okay, thank you for joining. We'll continue on Monday. I know Monday Many students, they won't wake up in the morning. So avoid that. Monday, as because of Sunday's impact, Monday you will not wake up, many students. So kindly remember this and avoid that. Monday also connect. That is an important session. You can wind up for today. Thank you for joining, everyone. We'll
Thank
meet
you,
on
Harsha.